What's up, THP? Here at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Team X Yokos, aka Mark Awesome here, with my Bridgestone bag. Wonderful name. So, first thing we got, my wedges. We got the J40 wedges, black oxide, reduces glare. Cool thing about the bounce on these is it gets lower as you go to the outside, so when you open that face up, you get some clean contact on the ball. Well, I don't know if you saw it. Did you see that? That was good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have the irons. J40 cavity back with the PX 55s. I went with these because I love the looks of them, and you know what? Pretty workable. I can't really work the ball that well, but I try. Just kidding, I can. Next up, the woods. I actually went ham on my woods, so to speak. I have the 3, 4, and 5, so I have the 14, 16, and 18 degree. 3 plus, I have the Tour AD DI7, Deep Intact is what it stands for. I went with the same shaft in my 3 wood as my J40 445 driver. I have the DI6 in here, just a little different weight. High launch, low spin, that's what I like off the tee. I've got my mini driver right here. And then in my 4 and 5, I have the Diamana Kylie 80 gram, a little heavier, a little easier to control, just a little fade off the tee. My putter, Benardi SS9, Fit Face Technology, Team X, got that on there. And next up, just want to go through my pocket. I've got my golf ball, the B330RX. I've got my Lucky Charms here, little Chicago Bears mini helmet that I got from our friend's son. And then this is probably the most important Lucky Charm I have. Jay Cutler's with me every round. And my ball mark, Sun Devils, ASU, Paul Casey. And that's what's in my bag. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Hey THP, it's Ncook77, also known as Cookie here. You see I have my Bridgestone stack bag, and I'd like to walk you through everything that I have in the bag that I'll be using in the Morgan Cup this weekend. Start with the driver. For my driver, I went with the J40 445 head and 9.5 degrees of loft with the PX 5.5 graphite shaft. So far with this driver, when I'm hitting it well, I'm seeing mid-trajectory line drives, which is exactly what I like to play. I don't play a big towering drive. So this has been working pretty well for me in the practice rounds thus far. Moving over to my fairway woods, I went with the 4 wood, which is 16 degrees, also PX 5.5 shaft. I've used this quite a bit off the tee already over the last couple of days, especially on the shorter par 4s that are pretty tight. And I see a mid to high ball flight with it. It's also superbly easy to hit off the deck. Been very happy with it thus far. And then I have both the 3 and the 4 hybrids. And with those come in 21 and 24 degrees loft respectively. Also PX 5.5 shaft. This has hit some really good shots over the last couple of days. There's a couple of par 3s playing anywhere from 180 to 200, and that nice high ball flight, just hitting and sticking, and just not really moving at all from that point. Again, just like the fairway wood, very easy to hit off the deck. So I look forward to gaming all these woods and hybrids throughout the weekend. Moving into my irons, my absolute favorite part of my bag, because these have completely changed the way that how I'm able to play golf. I went with the dual pocket cavities with the PX 5.5 flighted shafts. The big things for me on these, they're a little bit wider heel to toe than what I was playing before. Forgiveness is just downright amazing, especially on the toe. The toe is my miss, and also I tend to come in a little steep, a little fat sometimes. And the way that it's almost like a grind on the leading edge of the wedge, a grind on the leading edge of the iron that just gets through the turf really well to the ball. So even on those non-perfect swings, I'm still, if not on the green, I'm right around the greens. Moving to my wedges. This is marked as 52, but it's actually bit to 50. I went with the 50, 54, and 58 degree with the stock shaft, which is the DG spinners. This also has the it's called our variable bounce technology. So the bounce decreases as you get wider, which allows you to open up that club a little bit more on the lob shots. I can use this from about any situation I've encountered, and just performs. And with that spinner shaft, black oxide head, starting to rust a little bit, spins like crazy, just fun to use. And then we have the putter. Some people know the story behind this putter. I originally ordered a belly putter because I had some success with one. I struggled a little bit with the belly putter at the beginning, so I asked Bettinardi, and they cut this down to 35 inches for me, put on a Win ABS mid-size grip, and so I actually have, it's the BB53C, so it's a belly putter head, coming in at 395 grams, but it's only playing at 35 inches. It has the half moon cutout with a single alignment line, and to say that I'm putting very well with this is an understatement. And you guys will see some of that throughout the weekend. And then, last but not least, the golf ball. B330RX. Again, performing great for me. Easy to compress, great spin, and this will be my game for a very long time. So, thanks for watching my What's in the Bag. See you guys later.
Hey guys, this is Jake, Button for Bird. Wanted to do a little Bridgestone What's in the Bag for the Morgan Cup. Start out with my driver. We got the J40 445 driver, it's 445cc. We got the Project X 6.0 shaft. Next, to go with the fairway woods, I got the same shaft in my fairway woods, the Project X 6.0. These are the J40 fairway woods. This is the 3 Plus. I went with a 3 Plus, which is a 14 degree. I've got a 5 wood, an 18 degree, and then I've got a 24 degree hybrid. So I got a nice mix of gaps for my yardage there. Down to my irons, I went with the J40 cavity backs. As you can see that's kind of more of a blade looking iron. Again, I went with the Project X 6.0 shaft. Those are stock shafts for the Bridgestone J40 line this year, so it really worked out well. I mean, I had no thinking much to it. I got fit, it was fit perfect, and the shaft works perfect. So these irons they're nice and they're pretty forgiving actually. Even though they're a blade, they still give a little bit of forgiveness. So down to the wedges, I got my J40 wedge. Mine's black oxide, as you can see. Just a really cool wedge. I love the variable sole. You can open it up, you can play it from multiple different lies. So then my ball, I got the B330 RX. It's a great ball, very resilient. Works out in every condition. I just love it. It's great. So, as you can see, that's my whole setup. Except for my amazing putter. Bettinardi hooked us up with some of the best putters I've seen. This is a Bettinardi BB8. As you can see here, got my name stamped in there. It's just a gorgeous putter. I mean, what more can you say? Look at that thing. It's the best putter I've ever rolled, and I'm making putts, and it's fun doing it. So that's my Morgan Cup bag. Thanks for watching.
Hey everyone, Danny Crescenzo here. I wanted to take a look at what's in my lovely Bridgestone staff bag. Starting with clubs, got the J40 445 driver. Great looking stick. Came with a Graphite Design Tour AD DJ shaft. Got it in stiff flex. Gives me a mid-high ball flight, a little more spin, which works for me. You know, the J445 driver is a very low spin head, so I needed to get that spin up a little bit. Got the matching 4 wood and threw a couple of hybrids in here, the 3 and 4 hybrid. 4 hybrid might be my favorite club in the bag. I can hit it anywhere from 170 to 200 if needed, so that's nice. Got the UST Mamiya VTS silver shaft. Ball gets up in the air, just kind of carries, it doesn't really balloon or anything. Hits the green nice and soft and gives you some good looking putts. For irons, I went with the J40 dual pocket cavity irons. I went with a 5-through pitching wedge with a KBS Tour stiff flex shaft. Really enjoying the irons. The turf interaction is really good. I get the ball up in the air, and once again, just like with the hybrids, the ball lands rather soft. Finished out clubs with 3 wedges, 52 bent to 50, 54 and 58. Went with black oxide finish on them. And you can kind of see in spots, get a little bit of rust finish on them, which if you're like me, it looks really nice. If you don't like it, they offer it in chrome. Bettinardi did our putters for us. I've got the BB1F putter. And what they did was they stamped our names on them, which was really cool by Bettinardi. Taking a quick look at what else is in here. This front pocket, I keep some quick things just to get out of the bag. Some tape, like that, tees. In this one I keep some extra gloves. Bridgestone sent us 6 gloves. And now, in this back pocket, that's where I pull out my Bridgestone ball, and for me, I've got the yellow Tour B330 RX. My swing speed's not over 105, so I can compress this ball. I can get it to dance around the green, some good distance out of it, and great durability. So that's what's in my bag, and we're going to put it to use this weekend. Thanks for watching.
Hey THP, Jeremiah the Bullfrog Taylor here. We're going to do a little what's in a Morgan Cup bag. I went off with the J40 445 and a 9.5 degree with a PX 5.5 shaft. I got these shafts in every one of my sticks but the putter. They are bad. Then I decided to go, I had the 3 wood obviously, but this 5 wood is a beast. I can just blast it off the fairway without even thinking. Like you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to think when you swing a golf club, right? Then I went with the dual pocket cavities, again with the PX 5.5 graphite shafts. Man, they fit my swing pretty good. I'm not Hercules, so I have to get something that actually fits me and gets the ball up in the air and still gives me some distance. These J40 black oxide wedges are like samurai swords going toward the pin. Again, the PX 5.5 shaft is amazing. Great flex for my swing speed. Then of course, my beautiful Betty. Oh, she's pretty. Went with the Studio Stock number 5. As you see, I got the frog there stamped in it with a green alignment line. And then my ball of choice is the Bridgestone 330 RX with my frog on it. Thanks THP. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Hi, this is Eric Dawkin. How's that on the form? Bridgestone staff for the Morgan Cup here. Just wanted to give you a look at what's in my bag. Got the J40 driver and the 445 head. Have it paired with the ATES T2 shaft. Really enjoying the driver. Missed one fairway at True Blue yesterday. Got that improved base thickness technology. Nice and thin in the middle. Gets thicker to the side, so if you do miss it a little bit, you still get a solid strike on it. But beautiful low spin head and high launch. So working out great for me. Went with a 4-wood, 16 degree. Give you a little more forgiveness on that second long club in the bag, but it's the same head size as their 14 degrees. So for me, able to hit this off the tee and off the deck real well. Moved into the hybrids, 3 and 4 hybrid. Basically been my favorite clubs in the bag so far. I know that I can get it close or get it on from 200 and in now because of these clubs. Went with the VTS shaft in a silver, nice mid-launch for me there. These have worked out real well, been probably the biggest surprise for me in the bag. Irons went from the 5 through the pitching wedge in the dual pocket cavities. These things really have more forgiveness than you expect. They look like such a player's iron, but between the dual pocket cavity and how long these are from heel to toe, these have just been fantastic and definitely hitting some more greens. A ton of forgiveness packed into a beautiful forged head. Just a gorgeous club. Wedges, I got the 52 bent to 50, and I kept with the same shaft that I have in the Irons KBS Tours. Nice and smooth and nice high launch for me. Ball just stopping on a dime. Went with the satin finish on that just because it's more in line with what I'm doing with my irons. Don't really take full shots with these two clubs here, the 54 and 58. Black oxide, got a little bit of rust to it, not bad right now, but I like the wear pattern on them. He's got the stock DG spinner shafts, so helps me control the flight on this. A little bit lower but still spinning. And then these sole grind on here, the variable sole technology. Don't have to worry about bounce. You'll do whatever you need, which is great. And then one of the prized possessions in the bag here is the Studio Stock Bettinardi putter. Lucky enough to end up at Studio B in Minneapolis and get fit for this. but just this beautiful kind of rainbow finish. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up or not, but just gorgeous to look down at and really help making some putts. So that's what's in my Morgan Cup bag.
Hey guys, Setho here. I'm going to show you what's in my bag. I'm going to flip it around. So first we have a Bridgestone J40 driver, 9.5 Project X 6.5 shaft. Love it. Let's see. 3 wood. I have Bridgestone J40, 14 degree, 3+ wood. Also Project X 6.5 shaft. I should note that my driver is cut to 44.5 inches. Gives me a little bit more control. I have the Bridgestone J40 2 hybrid, also the 6.5 shaft. I think you probably see a theme here with my shafts. I have the dual pocket cavity 3-through pitching wedge with Project 6.5 flighted shaft, and I have 2 wedges. I have my 54 and 60 degree. I have Project X 6.0 flighted shafts in there. I wanted to go a little bit softer because I'm going to be hitting a lot of less than full shots with wedges. Putter, got a Bettinardi SS5, and it's a great finish on there. I love this putter. 34 inches. Actually, I originally ordered it in 33, but 34 just works a little bit better for me.
Guys, welcome to What's in the Bag with One Team. I know you've all been wondering what success looks like. It starts right here. So what I've done here is with Bridgestone, went with the J40 driver, 445cc, 9.5 degree. And I got this nice Diamana Kylie shaft. It's a gorgeous shaft. Looks great with this head, and the performance is awesome. I have the 3+, the 14 degree J40 3 wood. I have the 18 degree 5 wood Kylie shaft still. Then I went with the 3 hybrid, which is a 21 degree. That has the Project X 6.0 shaft in it. This is one of my favorite little clubs here. I think it's very consistent, very easy to hit. I play it out of many different lies. For me, that's what a hybrid is. A hybrid's not just a club that you bang away, you know, your 210-yard club. For me, it's, you know, we get in all sorts of situations. So I think you need to have a good hybrid that you can, you know, punch something out of the woods and shape some shots with. Then I have the J40 dual pocket cavity irons. I had the 38s, and I was really excited for the 40s. One reason is they actually closed in the cavity here. I'm a stickler on keeping my clubs clean. One thing I hated was getting water down in here. So it's a nice little feature that they changed on the 40s. They're very forgiving. I went with the Project X 5.5 flighted. I was in a 6.0, and my ball flight was just a little bit low with those. So I decided to go with the 5.5 so I could get the ball up a little bit. And I've got a little bit more control with my irons. I have 5-through pitch and wedge on those. Next up, J40 wedges. These are probably some of the best looking wedges on the market in my opinion. I love how they've got the little B on the back. You know, it's a nice design. It's very sleek looking. I went with the 58, 54, and a 52 that I bent the 52 to a 50 degree. They came with the stock spinner shafts, which I think is awesome that they put a stock spinner shaft. If you haven't tried a spinner shaft, get out and try one. The variable sole is also one of my favorite things about these wedges. Doesn't matter what the lie is, you just have confidence with these wedges. I've only had them for about a month, and I feel like I've had them for a year. Awesome wedges. Next up, the old Betty putter. Yeah, it's a ladies putter, but you know what? Doesn't matter. I'm rock solid with this thing. gorgeous putter. I wanted to get it because it's got the bronze look to it. I just think it's a gorgeous putter. I love the milled. I think it's a soft feel, and I'm very consistent with this thing. Came with a pretty awesome head cover as well. In the bag, playing the B330 RXS. It's for people with under 105 mile an hour swing speed, and you want to get a little bit more spin. So it's a perfect ball for me. I love the dual dimples. Down here especially, it's windy, and I really feel that these dual dimples do get through the wind. Very penetrating ball flight. If you have any questions, you know how to find me.